Hey everyone! Today we'll be checking out our first third-party kit, the 144 scale Python, aka the Serpent from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Like most of North America, my Gundam journey started with Gundam Wing back in the 90s. While new series have come up and animation has improved, Gundam Wing has a special place in my heart as it opened me up to what as a kid I considered my first serious anime.
I'll kill you.
I'm from Canada, and when the series aired on YTV, shout out Toronto, they did something wild. They played Endless Waltz before they aired the actual TV show. Definitely left a lot of us confused, so I had zero context. Just a group of boys, politics, and a winged Gundam blowing up space. That same movie recently got a theatrical re-release, and man, that animation still holds up. The mobile suit designs especially. One such mobile suit was the grunt suit from the enemy faction, the Serpent. Now back in the 90s, this actually got model kits in both the 1/100 scale and the 144 scale. It was also one of the few grunts that Bandai decided to release from the Wing series. Come on Bandai, give us that Ares at least. With the recent news of the 144 HD Sandrock EW kit, I figured they weren't going to touch the Serpent anytime soon, and honestly that's fine because some third-party company decided, fine, we'll do it, with guns, and more guns. So I picked one up. I even opted for the no-box version to save a few dollars. But let's take a look at that box art anyway. Oh, it's just a cardboard box. Yeah, no, this is giving Amazon Prime vibes. We can do better than that. Enter the 144 Python. Remade, redesigned, and it comes with all the guns. You get two double gatling guns, the beam cannon, and the other gun, I guess it's a beam bazooka, that never saw an HD release. The new addition of the melee weapon axe is nice, and it can be stored on the backside when not in use. Was this in the OVA? No. Do I care? Also no. The articulation allows for dynamic posing and has color separation, and the shoulder missile pods can also open up. The head camera is also a convex gem piece instead of a flat green sticker, which gives it actual depth. It's tiny, but it adds so much. The plastic quality of the kit is pretty solid. It feels comparable to official Bandai kits and the parts fit in pretty snug. There is some undergating as well, so careful how you cut. Overall, the building experience is a real smooth and easy one. Now, it can't hold every weapon at once, so you'll need to pick your loadout. Only the axe has dedicated storage, so keep that in mind. But it does come with multiple hand options, so you can really pose it however you want. And here it is, next to my old Serpent custom that I built and painted terribly back in high school. Yeah, we don't talk about that era. We've grown. The original kit had minimal articulation, only came with one gatling gun and the beam cannon, and overall just feels dated. That 90s kit had two poses, standing and slightly standing. The Python is slightly larger, but design-wise it's very close to the original OVA look. Overall, I was genuinely surprised by how good this kit is. For something Bandai refuses to remake, this might honestly be the best Serpent option you're going to get right now. Great articulation, great weapons, show accurate with some tasteful upgrades. If you're a Wing fan and love grunt suits, this one's absolutely worth checking out. And now Bandai, about that Ares.